if you're going to be a professional musician, you don't want to turn down gigs.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to play Latin music, so I guess I can't do this one. Oh, I don't know how to play Jewish music, so I guess I can't do this gig. No, you want to be able to play, classic. You want to be able to play anything. I played with symphony orchestras. I played Latin. I played on all the Fania records, salsa records in New York, 1974, 75, 76. Barry Rogers was the Latin trombone player. He was actually the first Latin trombone player in New York. And he brought me into Fania Records, and he said, look, he says, guys, I'm getting some better work now, so you should hire this guy to be your trombone player. And he showed me everything there was to know about, playing Latin music. I had actually started playing with Ismael Rivera in New York.
Yeah.
Just somebody asked me to sub on trumpet one night, and boom. And now I'm playing music where the bass does not play one.
Yeah.
You got to like, so, and I just jumped in there and I learned how to play that style of music. And I made my living for a few years doing that sort of thing, at least a year and a half, playing in casinos. I went to the International Salsa Festival with Ismael Rivera in 1975, Caracas, Venezuela.
Oh.
We won third place. Yeah.
Really?
No, I would play trumpet or trombone, whatever he needed. I didn't care. But he was the first salsa singer. The first salsa band was Cortijo y su Combo. Cortijo was a Cuban conga player who moved to Puerto Rico, and he started this band. And my God, the whole thing it was really booming in New York in the 70s, the whole salsa music scene.
Yeah. Well, that's, and there's there's another great, there's so many lessons that I've already gotten out of this, and I know there's going to be more to come, but that one, it's the willingness to play whatever musically, but also that the attitude that you have of, hey, you need me to play trumpet, you need me to play trombone, you need to play saxophone, you need me to write a chart, you need, what do you need? As opposed to, I only do this, or I only want to do this. It sounds to me like what you want to do is you want to play music. You want to enjoy yourself in the expression of that art form, and how that manifests itself is less important than the fact that you get to do something that you love.
My attitude is that I can do anything. That's it. That's my attitude. Boom.
That's a great attitude to have. And if you don't have it, you'll never be able to do it.
If you don't have that, if you think you're going to hit the note, you will hit it. If you have some doubt, well, gee, I don't know if I can hit that note, you're gonna miss it. You're gonna clam it up. And so that my attitude is, I'm going to hit the note. Let's see. I took Chuck Winfield's place with Blood, Sweat, and Tears, 1973, playing trumpet. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and got to play with Lou Soloff, who was a great influence on me. Oh my God! I remember the first gig I did with him. It was pretty brutal, and towards the end of the gig, I was like, oh man, I gotta really start breathing here. And Lou, he would get stronger as the gig went on. He would just hit higher notes, and he got more ridiculous as time went on. So I learned an awful lot from him. Another trumpet gig I had was the original horn section on the CBS Orchestra, Late Show with David Letterman. It was just two horns. It was me on trumpet and Bruce Kapler on tenor sax. And suddenly there's an F sharp in the song, and then it ends on a high F. And so I did my lip slurs and stuff, and got a special mouthpiece, and bang. My attitude was that I can do this.
Yeah.
And Paul wanted me in the band too. We were old friends already from many things, many events. So that was a great experience. After 3 or 4 years, Paul hired a full-time trumpet player named Al Ches. So then I went more to playing trombone, bari sax, tenor sax, second trumpet, flute, piccolo, whatever they wanted.
Right. Yeah. Well, man. Again, I keep getting blown away by these things, because people look at your career and they might go, well, it's kind of a storybook career. You've been in these kind of all these high profile gigs. But I'm a firm believer that, the idea of luck is when preparation meets opportunity, and, you were prepared. you know. And so when an opportunity came up, you were prepared not only in your technical skills, but you were prepared with the attitude that you needed to have to go into those gigs, which is, you know, if you have to learn something new, you'll learn something new. And you know that you can learn it because you know you've learned so much in the past. So you know what it takes to learn something new and to attain a new level of skill. And I think sometimes we get, especially, you know, I hate to say the young generation can, since you know I'm feeling like the old man sometimes. But I think
I'm going to be 74 next month.
yeah, and that you don't look a day over. I won't even say what that you look younger than me. So, you know,
I feel like I'm 18.
yeah, well, there you go. And you know, the old saying that, you know, you're as young as you feel. I think it's you're as young as you think, you know, and as
No,
long as you keep your mind young, you will be young.
I have some advice for if we have any younger people in the audience today, I have some advice too. The thing that will carry you further in life, in music or any career, is be nice to everybody. Now, I know that sounds very simple and straightforward, but I mean, if somebody is from a different country, be nice to them. If somebody speaks a different language, be nice to them. Somebody's a different religion from you, be nice to them. Somebody has a different color skin than you, be nice to them. You never know who's going to open a door for you in your life, and you can't diss anybody. You got to be nice to everybody.
Yeah.
And also, like, professional musician, like, let's say you finish college and you decide you're going to move to town to be a professional musician. You're going to move to New York. You're going to move to Los Angeles. You're going to move to Nashville. First of all, somebody already has all the gigs, right?
Right.
So the only way you're going to get involved in the scene is somebody that already has the gigs is going to have to hear you play and think that they can send you into sub form, and that's the way you can break in. So, and being nice to everybody goes a long way. Let's say a contractor is looking for a trumpet player, and he can either hire you or this other new kid that came to town, and you both play about the same level. Who's he going to hire? He's going to hire the nicest guy. He's going to hire the guy that gets along with everybody. You know, I've seen a lot of trumpet players burn bridges. You know, they come in and they get on the gig and they say, "Oh, I can play better than that lead player. You know, I should be playing a lead." See, you can't diss people. You can't go into a gig and tell the contrary. Look, call me next time instead of the other guy, because word gets out. It's always a small community of people that do all the gigs in whatever town you're in. So you got to be nice to everybody, and you don't diss anybody, especially the guy that sent you in for the gig. You could say to the contractor, "Look, you know, if Ruby Green is not available, call me. Here's my business card."